have taken certain examples and case studies, and with the help of those newspaper articles, we will understand that why they are important. Okay, are we good till here? Are you feeling empowered? Are you understanding the real meaning of workshop? What is the purpose? What was the intention? And we are achieving it slowly, gradually. Okay, now let's understand and discuss them in detail. So this we have, sorry. No, okay, wait. Yeah, I am a whistleblower, pointed out criminal acts, Mumbai ex-top cop. So he is our Sanjay Pandey, ex-Mumbai Police Commissioner, about whom we have discussed earlier, and the situation. I presented a case study, mini case study for you. So there was a spying involved, there was a phone tapping involved by ex-Mumbai top cop in order to unearth the corruption. Is it justified or not? Next, this was in news. Now read it with me. From Punjab, on both sides of the border, 2 weightlifters forge a winning bond. If this is visible, can you read? I will read it for you. After his record-breaking overall lift of 405 kg in 109 kg plus category of the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, Pakistan's Mohammad Nuh Dashtgir Butt, 25, was looked at around for the bronze medalist, India's Gurdeep Singh. When he was being given gold medal, he was looking for Gurdeep Singh, bronze medalist. Why? This wasn't the winner of the Pakistan's first gold. At these games, being gracious for the camera, he was not looking for the camera that, yes, I'm getting gold. In fact, he was looking for friends wanting to share their moment of glory. So he was looking for Gurdeep Singh to create that memory, to create that moment together as a friend across the borders. Later, 2 would party into the night, sharing their joy with their favorite Sidhu Moosewala songs playing in the background. So the idea is, sports has a potential, has a tool to bridge, which can act as a bridge between 2 enemies. It can bridge the gaps. It can reduce the enmity. That is the spirit of the sports. So don't you think that you can use it as an example that how values are important? What role? How we can improve peace? Sports is one of the ways through which we can bridge the gaps between 2 communities, be it at national level, international level. So this is one very good example of peace, practical, not superficial, that there should be good relation between India and Pakistan. How that good relation can be maintained, this is one of the examples. And this is how you should write the answers also. Don't ever write, we should improve our relation. India-Pakistan, we should improve our relation. The examiner as a reader, it looks very superficial. It looks like a hung statement. And as a reader, it doesn't give appeal. If you are substantiating it with the help of this example that India and Pakistan should overcome, they should bridge the gaps through sports, then it will make sense. I will be happy. I will think that you are bringing unique analysis in your answers. This will come when? This news must be there in some section, some corner of the sports section. Padna padta hai, relate karna padta hai. But that will happen when you will know that why do you need it and where it is required. It is required in some respective part of the syllabus. And why do you need it? Because when you are writing your answers, you know that you struggle for such examples. Primary school students boycott food cooked by Dalits, says contractor. Official says no caste biases. Earlier, the same students, they were eating the food. But when the contract went to a Dalit family, they stopped eating it. Caste-based discrimination, educational system, value degradation happening. The kids, they are primary school students. Who is motivating them? We also know that as a kid, we don't have this much mind or the sense that we should discriminate people on the basis of their caste. So what kind of values we are giving to our future generation? And that too at educational institution, this is happening. Is it justified? Don't you think that the educational institutions are imbibing or they are inculcating undesirable values? Yes, they are. So this is the example. On the other hand, we have IAS officers like Kamal Tanuj, who ate the food of midday meal in Bihar prepared by a lady from Dalit community in order to break the barriers, to bridge the gaps. Ki nahi, aisa kuch nahi. If Dalit person is cooking the food, they also cook the same food. So that is how an IAS officer can be an agent of change in the society. So you need examples, and that you are getting from the current affairs. In first all women Navy crew complete surveillance mission over Arabian Sea. You must have come across this, and I should not tell you that why this news is important, because you know that you can use this for women empowerment. You can use it in essay. You can use it that how women in their combat roles, recce, surveillance, they completed their training, how what role they can play, how even the defense forces are changing. This year, International Women's Day, we had the theme was hashtag break the barriers. So breaking the barriers, that was the theme. So these new young women of India, don't you think they are breaking the barriers? Role in armed forces, women empowerment, you can write all these things. Nari Shakti, yes, Shivani, Nari Shakti. ठीक है? So talk about all these things. Now I will tell you other news through which we will get to understand about few important components. So this is a news from Andhra Pradesh. That's why in starting I told that people from Andhra Pradesh, there is a news from your state as well. And that news is Andhra Pradesh is saying National Green Tribunal orders ONGC to pay rupees 22 crore to AP PCB. What has happened? The Chennai bench of the National Green Tribunal, NGT, they told the ONGC to pay 22 crore rupees to Andhra Pradesh Pollution Control Board for what? Because ONGC activities, they created a lot of large scale air, sound, soil, water pollution in the East and West Godavari district. So we have people from West Godavari district. So there ONGC was doing some activities, and because of which they have been penalized by NGT. Now you will say that, okay, why this news is important? You must have read it and you would have told, yeah, government is doing something. You must have felt good, or you must have thought that, okay, this news is not important. Andhra Pradesh is specific, this is not important. But I will tell you why it is important. In our exam, we have a syllabus, GS2 portion mein there is a syllabus, there is a topic constitutional and statutory bodies. Statutory bodies, NGT Act is there. Which year? Anyone? Prelims question. Is it a constitutional body or a statutory body? Is there any act or is there any article? Okay. A statutory body. Very good. ठीक है. Statutory body. Very good. Statutory body. Very good. So we have to sometimes analyze the functionings of NGT as a body. For negative, we will get 100 points, 10 points we will get. No power is there, no finance is there, regional human resource capacity is not there, technological problems are there. They don't have power to reinforce whatever they say. NGT Act 2010, yes. So critical analysis में negative points we will get, but for positive we will get very few points. That how NGT has become important in order to penalize ONGC for their environmental acts. ONGC is a PSU and they are polluting in a region and they have been penalized for it. So is it not a very good example to substantiate your positive analysis? Where NGT is really playing important role? Yes, it is. Few days back, NGT also told Uttar Pradesh and Bihar government and asked them to give a justification or to take care of the bodies which are floating in Ganga, human bodies. Why they are floating? Accountability, enforcing accountability, penalizing for the act. So these are your two arguments, and you have two examples. Positive, one for accountability, fixing accountability on the governments, and second, penalizing people, penalizing bodies for their action. You have two examples. You will get it how when you are reading it. This analysis, no compilation will give you that how to use this. Just by looking at this, it might sound like some Andhra Pradesh specific news, and it will be not important for us. It is from 3rd August and from the Hindu. समझ में आ रहा है? My dear students, all those who are present and who will be watching it as a recorded video, are you understanding that why it is important? ठीक है? Let's understand it. Crossing the line on transgression by Maharashtra government. I'm very sure 99% of us will see this news and we will think that it is a political news and we will skip it. But I will tell you from this news itself, I will tell you 4 arguments to analyze a constitutional post, and that too very important for GS2. We have governor, you all know that it is a constitutional body, and we can have a full-fledged question on governor. We will be asked critically, analyze the office of governor. Do we need it or we don't need it? In GS2, you can get it. Okay, so how many of you have come across this news and you have skipped it thinking that it is a political news? There is no harm in raising hand or acknowledging it. My dear all, if you acknowledge, then only we will be able to correct ourselves, and then only we will grow. Sanjana, okay. Roshni, okay. I skipped it. Shivani, okay, okay, great. Now, this was a skip. Let's understand it. See, I'm empowering you, so don't feel bad. I thought only governor as a topic is important. Roshni, governor as a topic it is important. How efficient it is it effective or not in present day India? That we will learn. Okay, let's understand it. So in this article, Maharashtra governor, you can use this as an example. Name is B.S. Koshyari. Maharashtra governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari. What this news is saying? Now listen. Maharashtra governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari was tactless in his tasteless comment at a public event recently. That we will see further. So what happened? We all know that governor is there, and the Council of Ministers is there, and executive bodies, chief minister is there along with Council of Ministers. They take actions for the state, and they function, they run the whole state, and governor is there to put a check and balance. So in when this COVID-19 pandemic came, that time the chief minister, the Council of Ministers, the executive, they put a ban. They restricted the entry, or they restricted the movement of the people at religious places. Okay, so government closed the places of worship in order to, so that the COVID transmission will not happen and people will not come out. So they closed it. You know what was the comment of Mr. Bhagat Singh Koshyari, honorable governor? He told, he taunted, he passed a comment on the chief minister. Have you become secular or what? Have you turned secular or what? Now you just imagine, if a person of that caliber, means holding a constitutional post, is passing a comment on the functioning of the government, is it not intrusion? Is it not interference in the policy matters? It is a policy matter. Because of COVID, chief minister has taken some action, and the governor of the state is saying, have you turned secular or what? It was the matter of health. Government took that step in order to check the transmission of COVID virus. So intrusion. So the first argument which you have got is that how sometimes governor will interfere in the functioning of the policy matters, or in the functioning of the executive, or in policy matters. For example, governor of Maharashtra did like this. This is your argument, and you have substantiated it with the help of that example. समझ में आया? 1. Second, governor, we read that parliament may, president is there, Lok Sabha is there, Rajya Sabha is there, whatever bill, whatever actions will be there, governor or the parliament, president or the governor will be responsible. President is responsible at the national level for parliament, governor is responsible for the Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, Vidhan Parishad at such places. So in Maharashtra, Mr. Bhagat Singh Koshyari, he didn't allow the election of the speaker, new speaker of the assembly to happen for 1 year. Generally what happens, governor will announce the election, date of election, and that day speaker will, the election of speaker will happen. He didn't allow the election of the new speaker to the assembly. Because of that, till 1 year there was no speaker, and he kept on giving excuses. It shows what? Your second argument. Failure of the governor to fulfill the constitutional duty. That announcement of the election date is his constitutional duty. He failed to perform that. And now you have substantiated it with the help of example, the one which we have discussed. Second argument you are getting. Third argument, poor conduct. The people who are holding the constitutional position, like Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari, sometimes they reflect poor conduct, which is not desirable and which should not happen. How? Let's read this article, which is there in front of you. So Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari was tactless in his tasteless comment. What did he do? Let's see. Acha, chalo, this I will reserve it for next argument. Third argument was poor conduct. I will tell you how he did that. So it was in this article only. So what he did, he passed a very unthoughtful, like he passed the remarks to, for Chhatrapati Shivaji and for Savitribai Phule. We know that Chhatrapati Shivaji is a cultural figure. He has a cultural importance for the people of Maharashtra, and people at India level, at national level also recognize Chhatrapati Shivaji. And also Savitribai Phule, she is icon of social progress. Chhatrapati Shivaji is icon of cultural pride. But towards them, he passed a thoughtless remark, because of which he was in news. So that is poor conduct. You know that somebody is important for a state, you know that somebody is important for the country, and if you are passing a poor remark, he commented that Maharashtra is nothing but without Gujaratis. That is what the fourth comment is. So that is his poor conduct. Third argument, and I have substantiated it. Fourth argument is that the governor sometimes, generally when you will read in prelims in Lakshmikant that any governor or president, if they are taking any oath, they have to uphold the constitution. That is one of the oath. Now, what he did, let's see here. So what is he doing? At that public event, he brought up the tension between Marathi speakers and people from other parts of the country who made state their home. So what did he say? The governor inappropriately for the position, since he is a governor and constitutional post, so governor inappropriate for the position that he occupies, he taunted that Marathi speakers by saying that if Gujarati and Rajasthanis are removed from the Maharashtra, especially from Mumbai and Thane, no money will flow in this state, in Maharashtra. So basically what he did, he passed a comment, he taunted that Maharashtra say if we remove Gujaratis and other speaking Gujaratis and Rajasthanis, Maharashtra cannot function, especially Thane and Mumbai. Now that is the statement which is coming from a person who is holding the constitutional position and who has taken an oath to uphold the constitutional values of equality, no discrimination. So equality is one of the important value. Discriminatory practices should not be there. That is what our constitution says. We should not differentiate or discriminate people on the place of birth, region, religion, sex. Yes, gender. So if that is the case, and if the governor of a state itself is doing so, so are they upholding the constitution? Whatever oath they have taken, are they doing justice with that? Are they able to uphold the constitutional values? Is it not against constitutional morality? So this is how you should argue. So from this article, we have discussed 4 arguments in order to analyze the post of governor with respect to upholding constitution, with respect to poor conduct, with respect to that how as a part of government they fail to fulfill their constitutional duties, and how they sometimes intrude and interfere in the constitution, in the policy matters. But when we read this news on prima facie, it will look like what? It will look like a political news. Now you tell me, was it a political news? My dear students, very good to see that slowly, gradually, only those are there who are serious about their preparation. So this is the success rate in UPSC also. In UPSC, final selection may, people who are getting into the list, you know what is the ratio? 0.001% of people are getting selected. So good that serious people are there with us, and the people who are not serious, they have eliminated, they have left, or maybe there would be some technical problem at their internet level, or some other classes will be there. So I'm not commenting on them that why they have left. I'm telling that you should be serious whenever it comes to newspaper. Prepare thoroughly and realize its importance. Government withdraws data protection bill to bring revamped reforged regulation. Joint Parliamentary Committee recommended that there are flaws, there are problems. Parliamentary scrutiny. Parliamentary committee is to put a check and balance on the functioning of the executive. So how important they are? We have one example. Yes, can you use it? On prima facie, you will read it as an example that, okay, government has withdrawn the bill. Data protection bill has been withdrawn. But why? JPC has given 81 recommendations. 81 recommendations has been suggested and government has accepted it. Now you tell me, is it just a news, or it is one of the example which will help you in making your, substantiating your point that how parliamentary scrutinies, how crucial are parliamentary scrutinies? What important role they can play, parliamentary committees. Are you understanding? And with this, another topic which you should cover is about parliamentary reforms. So there was a committee, Dr. PPK Ramacharlu committee. It was appointed by Vice President in order to suggest reforms for the functioning of the Rajya Sabha. And that also I have covered in our daily issue analysis. So this naturally brings a question to parliamentary reforms, Dr. PPK Ramacharlu committee. The whole parliamentary reforms become very important topic for this year mains and next year mains and for your exam. So I've covered it holistically. Those who have watched it, you will get to know about it, or you can refer that video. So this is how you should take one news for any information from the newspaper, and you should prepare it holistically and use it as example. CAG reports tabled in House after Lieutenant Governor's intervention. Where? Lieutenant Governor's intervention where? Have you come across this news? Anyone? It was on 5th August. So CAG produces a lot of reports in Delhi. Yes, Shivani. CAG will produce reports, and that is very important for this state. But from 4 years, it was not being presented. On request, it was done, but it was not presented. But when Lieutenant Governor of Delhi intervened, finally after 4 years, it was tabled in the state. In the state assembly. Positive point, positive example to support how efficient CAG is. You must have come across this prelims question for you. Where is this region? Hasdeo Aranya region. So there was someone from Chhattisgarh. I told that there is a question, there is information from your state as well. Chhattisgarh. So this is Hasdev Aranya Forest, which is known for as the lungs of Chhattisgarh. You will read this news, then you will get to know that they are known as the lungs of Chhattisgarh. And the past 1 year, lot of mining activities are happening. People are protesting. Still, coal mining is happening. And in 2010, government was of this stand. Central government took a stand that no, these are very important, and it is ecological sensitive zone. But immediately after 1 year, clearance was given and mining is started. Today, people are protesting, but still mining is going on. And the article is saying that it is known as the lungs of Chhattisgarh. Again, ecology versus development, people-centric versus economy. What kind of development we need? Okay. No-go zone. Yes, it was a no-go zone, but still it's going on. You must have come across ED, PMLA. So you talk about National Herald, you talk about Supreme Court upholding the provisions of PMLA and in Vijay Madan Lal case, and the ED tenure extension of the director. So there can be and recently ED has unearthed the scam in West Bengal, education minister related. So these 4 were news related to piecemeal extension of tenure has happened. So the 4 news are there related to ED and PMLA only. So don't you think that there can be a question on analysis of the constitutional and statutory bodies? We have GS2, or money laundering is there in GS3. So is it not important? Yes, it becomes important. And that to tenure, the person whose tenure has been extended, there were flaws. They are supposed to file their returns of movable and immovable property. They need to, not returns, they need to disclose it, reports. So they need to tell the reports, but the person did not file, did not disclose it for last 5 years. So that person is suitable for extension, or that person is suitable for punishment. So there should be disciplinary action, or there should be tenure extension. Question mark on integrity. So very important for GS2, GS3 and GS4.